Hey, thanks for tuning in to What's in Store one more time. We're coming to you from the Burns Disability Advocacy, continuing our visit with Chase Burns. And one of the things we want to talk about today is what are some of the common misconceptions that people have about disability?
Sure. Well, first of all, there are many. One of the main things that we hear all the time is just because so-and-so got disability, my friend, my neighbor, my cousin, they think that applies to them, that they should also qualify. One thing you have to understand is there are so many factors that affect eligibility for a disability claim. Your age, your education, the kind of work you've done, what skills you have, what your impairments are, and what your medical history has been. That just because someone else got disability or didn't get disability does not mean you will or will not qualify for your own claim. And so that's one of the biggest misconceptions. People come in, they've read something online that they think they should automatically get it for this or that. But there's no automatic. There's a process, a standard process Social Security follows that you must go through.
And I think lots of people, maybe a misconception might be, you think of disability and you think of physical disability, but there are some mental disabilities that help a person qualify for this benefit as well.
Absolutely. Social Security disability, in their definition, they take into account physical and or mental disabilities. One thing to know is that Social Security is not diagnosis driven, meaning just because I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia or bipolar or whatever diagnosis it is, it's not automatic. Social Security is more interested not in your diagnosis, but in how does that diagnosis affect your ability to not only get a job, but maintain that job.
And of course, this disability benefit that we're talking about is through Social Security. It's covered pretty much from taxes you pay and those types of stuff. If I want to purchase disability insurance, can I do that?
Through Social Security, when you work, you pay in Social Security taxes. You see it on your pay stub. And that essentially is purchasing you quarters of coverage. It's purchasing your insurance under the disability program. Now, under Social Security, there is a separate program for people who maybe haven't paid in enough or it's been too long since they've worked. And there's a completely different set of eligibility and entitlement rules for the SSI program.
Okay, so how does Social Security disability differ from other forms of coverage?
There are many other forms of coverage. You can purchase private disability coverage, or maybe through your employer that offers coverage, or maybe even through the VA. What you need to understand is that each disability program has its own set of rules, its own set of entitlement and eligibility rules, and Social Security is completely different from the rest of them.
So if you've got some concerns about disability and Social Security, contact Chase Burns here at Burns Disability Advocacy. That wraps up today's edition of What's in Store.